Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Commons. I am Sarah Hart.
And I'm Sarah Kroger, and we're going to share our song Remembrance of You, so stick around.
We remember the night you broke the bread, the mercy of the words you said, and the life you would lose to make us new. We break this bread in remembrance of you. We remember the night you took the cup, the pouring out of deathless love, in the sins you would bear, our hope renewed. We take this cup in remembrance of you. This is your body we come to receive. This is the promise we've come to believe. We are one body in spirit and truth. We give our lives in remembrance of you.
Okay, so Sarah, I have some remembrance of this song, Remembrance of
little
You.
bit.
Right. But I was looking at the lyric and realizing that, and pro tip for all you writers, I date all of my lyrics so
Super
that
smart
I
idea.
remember when they were done and so that you have something copyrighted just in case someday, right? Like
That's
if you have the
good.
date on it. But I was looking at it and I think it was like late 2018 that we wrote this.
So
I know.
crazy.
With COVID, it feels like 1,000 lifetimes ago.
At least, yes.
So I don't have a whole lot of recollection about some of it, but I do remember we wrote it in here.
in this very room, yeah.
In this very room. And I remember too that, whenever I write with you, you just have such a beautiful voice. Like
so
you open
sweet.
your mouth and I'm like, let me just go to the piano and shut up now. And I just let you kind of
No.
sing. So I'm trying to remember. What do you remember about writing this?
I remember coming in with the melody of, I want to say the verse. I had a melody idea for the verse.
Right.
And I knew that I wanted to write a communion song because you can never have enough communion songs, honestly.
You really
I feel like we
can't.
could always have more. So I remember coming to you with the idea of the melody and saying, really want to write a communion song. And that's just kind of what we went with. And that's where this came from. And just love it.
I'm
so
thinking
beautiful.
too, like if it's like coming back to me as you talk about that we had a conversation about the concept of remembrance and what it means to remember and what actually are we remembering.
Right.
And we started talking about, well, we remember this, we remember that, we remember this thing. And so, because it's so much more than just when we say those words like in remembrance of you, it's not just that you. It's like we remember your life. We remember you were here. We remember you walked, that you died, that you rose, that you live in us still, that we walk in your way. Like there's a whole lot of remembrance that is sort of packed into that in a very mystical way, right?
Right. And communion is that ability or that like kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not like a time machine, but kind of, that's not the concept I'm looking for, but it's this timeless mystical experience where we get to enter into those moments with Christ, right? Like with him at the cross, with him at the resurrection. We get to enter in as a community. We get to become the body of Christ and be unified as the body of Christ in this mystical experience with the Lord through communion. So that's really what this song really is about.
You know what you're talking about right there is actually string theory. It's true though. It's like everything,
alternate dimensions,
all of the mystical things of these different points of
Right.
time like converge in this point in time.
Right.
And that really is pretty crazy and
It's
mysterious.
amazing.
And boy, it is beautiful.
Yeah,
So,
it really is.
we hope you love our song because we love our song and we love to be very poetic when we write as well. So
We do.
I feel like we really hit a beautiful lyric, very
I do
very
too.
poetic and lovely and honoring of God. So we hope you
Amen.
love it.